Come on, he says. Come on, he says. and she says, you're easy to read. He's always yapping at me. Come on, he says. Come on, he says. Well, garbage men are here. It's Saturday morning. Yeah. He's got me working overtime on everything. We don't take days off. We make believe we got a day off, and then it's never a day. No. Because life is not a dress rehearsal, and you don't get any days off. Not really. The weekend thing is such an illusion. Yeah. Just listen to the song Watching the Wheels. No longer riding on the merry-go-round. I just had to let it go. And yeah, Lena, when she first heard that song on the radio, I know my girl. I read her mind. She doesn't even know her own mind the way I know it. She scoffed when she heard that. 17-year-old girl working her first full-time Wall Street job, not even 18 yet, when that record came out. I had just turned 8. All right, you were newly minted 18-year-old. Whoopee. Here comes the mean John. No. But I thought, she's gonna wait till she hears I'm back on the radio and stuff, and maybe she'll start doing these songs even, and who knows. But she'll say, John's back on the radio. And she was already so world weary. And she said, oh, of course, he can afford to sit in his apartment and watch wheels rolling around from his penthouse there. He's loaded. Good for you, pal. You can do that. Whoopee. We're all proud of you, John. I can't have to let it all go. I got to sit here and bake bread and have babies and write a little song and make more money for myself so I can sit here and let everyone else down below me run around like headless chickens and ants in an ant farm, trapped. Drive the subway like me with my broken, busted leg. Good for you, John. Whoopee. No wonder you hated that album. I didn't hate it. I thought it was good. I liked starting over. Yeah. You always called me out, said I was full of shit, always. You weren't wrong. I don't remember feeling that way, John. You didn't even listen to it. You didn't listen to anything. You didn't even listen to that record at all. You didn't even know that record until, I came back. I'm not blaming you, but... And now you're living that life. You're just watching the wheels with me, right? Watching the wheels with me. You're in that position now. Yeah. You're about to say it's different to be in that position when you're 40. Or in my case, when I was not barely out of my 20s. Of being wealthy and able to do whatever you want. But I never really was able to do everything I wanted, Lena. Not really. If you weren't in there with me, then I wasn't doing what I wanted. You get it? Yeah, I get it. I'm sorry if I ever made you feel bad. It wasn't your fault. I felt hopeless, though. About what? About ever getting this thing off the ground proper. This thing meaning the mission, right? Because I didn't know what the mission was. I didn't, I was looking for guidance, but in all these different directions. And to get a little serious now, and I'm sorry, I didn't mean to get heavy on you. It's all right. You do it all the time. I'm used to it, honey. And it's fine. I understand. I know that I was kind of a bitter woman, a young woman, bitter early on. I had reasons, and I understand those reasons and everything. And all is forgiven. And I love the record, and I cover the record, and I dig the record. And what are you just gonna say? Because that's interesting, and I hear you. That mother Yoko, yeah, she was a big part of the guidance team to get me and you back together. She's the one who located your father and hired him for the work. She did all that shit. She was the layman for the mystical journey. Really, she was like, I got her, I got her home phone number. I got everything, John. I have her. She had your yearbook picture, Lena. I had your yearbook picture in my house. Your actual yearbook. Oh, she was thorough. This is freaky. Yeah. But the thing is, she enlisted a lot of witchcraft as along with astrologists, and yeah, she's hip to Jesus, and she loves God and the Great Mother. She loves all that. But she's really, really into the occult too, the dark occult. And yeah, there was a couple of animals. The bird sacrifices were the only ones you know about. She didn't sacrifice anything, but she went to witches who did. Rabbits. I'm sorry. That's wrong. I'm here to just tell you that it's part of the karma that I've had to live with, giving her mother free reign to check out any avenues that she could, however which way she could. I lost sight of the divinity of the mission. I lost sight of it. I did a lot of things that I wasn't sure of, and I let her take over. And that's all. That's all. And she's aware that those were not the proper channels to explore, but she did it with her heart in the right place. But she got a little too involved in all that stuff. I was never as involved in all that stuff, and then it became like a runaway train. Like, mother, we gotta put the brakes on this thing. You gotta turn it over to me now. Okay, let me figure out how I'm gonna do this. Yeah, we got all we need to know about Lena. Now you just go relax, and that's why I condoned. If you want to have, yeah, it didn't matter to me that she had the Sams in her life, Sam Havitoya and Sam Green, correct. She's a passionate woman, and she likes men. And that was okay. I would take off and go take the kid, sometimes not take the kid, leave the kid with the nanny. I'd go, exploring with Fred or alone with Elliot. This is what it was. At the end there, and we were all loving friends. Damn, I don't know what I would have done without her. Really, no, I don't either. Yeah, she was my grounding. She was my antenna. She was my friend. She was my good friend, right? Like nobody else. Not like McCartney. Nobody. What McCartney? I loved him like a brother, but that relationship was like paled in comparison to the deep friendship I had with Yoko. Not to mention having a kid with her. We shared this amazing kid. And I don't care how anyone wants to construe that situation. She is a great mother. She's a great mother to him. She's exactly the mother he needed and needs. Great fucking thinker, theosophist, philosopher. That's his thing, right? Yeah, Shawnee's thing. Yeah, you get excited, so I do. He's his mother's son as much as he's mine. He gets his soft-hearted nature from me, but she's very sentimental as well. People don't want to see that about her. They don't even want to think of her as a human being. They want to think of her as just like crazy old witch. Well, she dabbled with the witches, and she has called herself a witch on occasion, but you know, she really is a good one. And you live and you learn. And she learned what you don't do, you know, and sacrifice is one of them. You don't need to shed blood. No blood need be shed, even if it's a little bird. That little bird had a life to live. It was not your place to take that little bird's life. She knows that now. I love you. I love you too. This is a good... I didn't know we were going to have this discussion today till you put that record on. And I saw that look come over your face. What look? There's John talking crap again. Oh, get out of here. You're imagining that. Don't blink. When you blink, that's a tell. I have a tell. You blink. What is your tell? I think you know. You roll your eyes a little. You do. It's in the eyes, honey. It's in the eyes. Yes, you roll your eyes when you're talking shit. All right, listen, we have birds to feed, so I want to get you to get in that chair. And you can keep the camera on or not. I don't mind either way, but I know you prefer to turn it off, and I prefer to keep it on. So I'll leave that to you. We all know what's going to happen now, right? Keep the camera on. What do you want for lunch today, big guy? I think I want the crabs. Yeah, you want some crabs? Fine. Are you cold? Yeah, all right. I got a shawl right here. How convenient, yeah. I'm just sitting here watching them whales. So we listened to last night's video at Johnny's behest. Last night before bed, he said, Lena, first thing in the morning, I want to play back last night's video when we were singing the Chicago songs. And Nellie came in and was singing Old Man River. She was doing her Judy Garland, yeah. And I remember thinking, oh, this is such a disjointed, weird video. It's going to be like, to listen to this. It's not bad. But I do sound very confused, and the journey gets a little overwhelming, I won't lie. Concentrate now on getting up. And she's up. Now, do you notice that your legs are hardly making that noise anymore? Yeah, that horrible creaking sound. All right. There you go. Oh, get straight. Oh, I don't know about this new pillow setup. I think we could do without the under cushion, but for today we'll just leave it the way it is. What do you think? Or do you want to take the under cushion out? No, let's just keep it in and we'll take it out later. All right. Okay, I got it. I got it all. Oh, it's raining. It was raining. It's not raining now. I have no breads and I have no nothing for these guys. Oh, you're a short wheel away. Play me a reading, all right? Radio reading. I don't know that. I don't need your Civil War. Guns N' Roses, GNR. Yeah. Well, we're talking on war today a little bit. And so this is Christmas. And what have you done? Another year older. And a new one just begun. And so this is Christmas. And I like you too. As long as you're not a Jew. Oh, stop it. You gotta always say stupid Jew things. You love the Jews, and so do I. Last night, yeah, we had Joel Frieden, the accountant. Joel, yeah. Joel always had heart trouble. Yeah, yeah. Joel, such a cute face Joel had, yeah. He was much older than me. I mean, how old were you, Joel, when I was in that firm? I was like John's age. I was like, I could have been your father. Okay, right. Right. He was cute. He was chubby, yeah. He would go on these diets. That's why you always teased me about my weight. You were always concerned. Yeah, oh my God. I used to talk about my weight all the time. Do you remember? Yes, Joel used to talk about his weight all the time. Didn't you have that assistant that would come in with you sometime? Yeah, yeah. No. Did I? I think I maybe brought somebody once. You might be thinking of somebody else. You remember Ackerman? Yeah, I do. Is he still alive, Ackerman? I'm gonna let that be a surprise. You guys are too much. Ackerman, you guys are too much. You're reminding me of my Spice Factory days. Bill Ackerman, John, did Ackerman fall off a mountain? No. Bill Ackerman. Oh, and then there was the young guy that jumped out of a parachute and died. How's he? He's great. Another guy on my list of KHL flavor boyfriends. Not really. We only talked on the phone a few times, but I felt absolutely sick to my stomach to think that he died that way. But I also, the way he had always spoke about parachute diving, it sounded like he wouldn't have minded dying that way. I swear to God. Maybe, am I wrong? No, you're not wrong, but can I ask him, how did it feel when when your chute didn't open? Oh, well. Really? Yeah. And it's something I never thought it would happen to me. And I loved life. You were so young. You were like a boy executive, very sharp guy, but a kid. When I tell you he reminded you of Michael J. Fox when he was real young, like in Family Ties, he looked just like him too. Little guy, looked just like him. Yeah. Hi, Michael. That's sometimes how Michael says he feels, that it would just like, Well, I think that's the way it is. That, that's the message I'm getting, is that when you do go, it's just like, here we go. So that's how it felt. I imagine that it would feel that way. One time when I was, that makes me think of this. This is a weird story, and John saying that he had to do with this, and I know it's true. Now I know it's true. I was always haunted by the story of the girl who was at Great Adventure on this big lightning loop roller coaster, that the kind that goes upside down. And it was such a weird, pretty new roller coaster, and they were really blowing about it at Great Adventure. You got to come go on this lightning loop thing. And her and her boyfriend went on it, and it was a single file. You didn't sit together in the seats. It was like a state of the art, brand new thing, a single file roller coaster. And let's get this door closed. Hold on a second. I don't want to hear. And on the roller coaster, the guy was John, yeah. The guy was behind his girlfriend, and she turns around and she looks at him just as before the ride takes off, and she goes, I'm not strapped in. The thing, my seat lock does not work. It won't close. And the guy was frantic. He's screaming, "My girlfriend's not locked in. My girlfriend's not locked in." But the ride was noisy, and it was like, "Aah!" And the ride just gets started. They didn't hear the guy yelling. The ride takes off, and the girl fucking went flying. She held on as best as she could, But that first loop that went around, she went right through the air, out of her seat, fucking tossed like a rag doll from all these high beams. Bang, boom, bang, boom, dead. Hanging from a fucking beam, dead. There was no way she could have survived that. And I always thought, oh my God, how horrifying, especially for the boyfriend in the back watching this. John, there's a lesson to be learned in this, and I think you see it all. I always felt like that boyfriend in the back. I always felt like that. But watching me go through my life, yes. She's just careening toward this thing, and I don't know what it is, and I don't know how to help her. And all I could do was scream to God, please, please, get her through this. Please let her be alive at the end. And God said, well, she'll cross over. That's what'll happen. That's all, John. Eventually, she'll cross over. And I would calm down. Yeah. But anyway, that's a hell of a thing. You always make me cry all day long. Jesus. Sorry. But to take away from the euphemism of that story, when I was in Florida, I went on this lightning loop thing at Disney World. Oh, Space Mountain. Yeah. Another one of these rides, and I was not strapped in. I knew it. I was like, but I was like I was so, like, there was, again, I didn't even say it to my friend that was in the seat behind me. I was just like, oh God, I'm not strapped in, now what? Because the ride just took off, and I fucking knew that I was gonna fucking get killed, and I was just like, there is not a damn thing I can do about this right now. This is it. And all of a sudden, like an invisible force held that bar down. I kid you not, the bar was not locked, and it was being held down in front of me. And obviously, I survived that ride. And obviously, that was John. He was always there. And I know this is true because when the ride was over, everyone had to wait till the guy came around to lift the bar. And mine was already open. And the guy looked at me like, what the hell? And I just got off the ride. My legs were shaking, but I was alive. And I didn't tell my friend about it, and I didn't tell anybody about it. John, yeah. And as we go along, you're going to remember more and more of these stories and understand the revelations of our life together and what we have been to each other. And you have done similar things for me. Yes, you have. You've done similar things for me. I promise you that. Sweetheart, yeah. I'm glad. Yeah, I gotta close this one. Come on, birds. Oh, wait, you got another piece of bread that fell on the floor. All right, wait a minute. Damn. Trapped again. I'm trapped again. I can't get out. I lose on you. I'm trapped again. I can't see what I'm going through. I'm trapped again. Oh, Jesus. I got some breads on the floor. Somebody help this girl. I got some breads on the floor. Hey guys, they're coming. I got some breads on the floor. Who could ask for more? My birdies are coming. They're feeling real grand. Take my birdie by the hand because the birdies are coming to eat some breads. That's what I said. They're gonna have a piece, they're gonna have some more. My birdies are all I'm living for. I love my birdies and they love me. They come flying down from the trees. Oh, my birdies, they're my birdies. They're gonna help me make it through. 'Cause I love my birdies almost as much as I love you. Yeah, almost as much as I love you. Oh! Yeah, I love you most, Johnny. I love you too, birdie. All right, now, what is up? We have some things in this corner, like empty bottles. 99 bottles of beer on the bed. 99 bottles of beer. You're a very weird girl and there's nothing to say except 99 bottles of beer on your brain. Yeah. Are you saying you want a beer? No, I want a coffee. But that beer is good, isn't it? Yeah, that beer is good. You're loving that beer, ain't you? Yeah. I like beer. It makes me a jolly good fellow. Oh, no. What's it going to be like when we start using that other apparatus on my head? I don't know, honey. What do you think it will be like? It'll be like craziness, like the birds out there. Mother and Father, thank you for another beautiful, 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 beautiful day. So much happening. Body. No booba today. No booba tonight in my coffee. No booba tonight in my tea. La la da 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 da. No booba tonight. She's purring already. She's just in a Christmas tree. Let's get a nice picture of her. Maisie's in that Christmas tree. That's why we wrote this song, because she climbed the Christmas tree, the first tree we got when we first got Maisie. She climbed up right the middle of the tree. It was a real tree. And she got all excited. She, I love a tree, oh boy. Later on, when we started taking all the cats camping, no wonder. They loved their trees. And we were surrounded by pine trees up at the cabin, right? It's Maddie. She's on the daddy. She's spoon-fed daddy. Sweetheart, you gotta watch Mama's camera, but don't turn it off. Good girl. See, Bunny turns Mommy's camera off. You won't do that. She's only does it.